It can be very distressing if you have been diagnosed with genital herpes. Yet, you can live a normal, healthy life if you take control of your condition. And this starts by educating yourself about herpes, how it passes, and how to prevent and protect yourself and others. Hello, I am Dr. Parampreet Kumman, Director of Obstetrics and Gynecology at Max Healthcare Mohali, and I'll be discussing today about genital herpes. More than 500 million people worldwide are suffering from genital herpes. Women are more at risk of acquiring this infection. People who have genital herpes are also at risk of having HIV. Genital herpes is a lifelong condition. There is no permanent cure, and that is so because the virus stays in the body in the nerve ganglions at the base of the spinal column. The patient might not be aware that he is suffering from genital herpes and may go asymptomatic for many months or years altogether. The symptoms might appear from 2 to 12 days from the first exposure to the virals, and these might include a burning, pain or tingling sensation in the groin, thighs or the buttocks area, or a vague lower abdominal heaviness. You might experience change in your vaginal discharge. You can also have urethral discharge, that is the tube which passes the urine from your body. You can have painful urination or swelling in the groin area. After few days, an ulcer or blisters might develop at the area from where the virus entered the body, and these could be your vulva, the vagina, the anus, the rectum, the thighs or the buttocks. Even other surface body areas, especially the hands. First outbreak is always the most severe. Subsequently, for the first year, you might have more outbreaks and frequencies more in the first year. Self-care plays a very important role in case of an active outbreak. You can take paracetamol or ibuprofen to ease the symptoms. You should gently clean the blisters or the ulcerative area with soap and water and pat dry. Don't prick or frequently touch the sores or the blisters. You can apply cool compresses or something cold to ease out the pain or the burning, even the itch. You should not use ointments, oils or any antiseptic products on your own. Consult a doctor. Female can try urinating in a tub full of water to avoid pain. You should not be using or any bandaging over the sores because air speeds recovery. Using of vitamin C and zinc supplements helps. You should consult your doctor for antiviral medications. These medications will help to prevent future outbreaks as well as decrease the present severity and duration of the outbreak. These antiviral medications are very safe with minimal side effects. Boosting one's immunity can help prevent future outbreaks. We all know how to do it. First is you should be sleeping better, eating healthy, try to be as less stress prone as possible, try to avoid smoking and any recreational drugs. Patients who have genital herpes should avoid taking chocolates and red wine that might trigger an outbreak. Menstruation in itself a trigger in women. Certain cold conditions, extreme heat and windy conditions might also trigger an outbreak. So it's better if you can possibly avoid it. I would like to emphasize about herpes in pregnancy. Since herpes infection could be asymptomatic, and if a lady is aware that she is suffering from genital herpes, she should disclose this to her doctor when she is pregnant. This is so because a pregnant lady can transmit this infection to her unborn baby. Such babies can be born premature, can have skin, brain and eye problems, and sadly some might not even survive. In the third trimester of pregnancies, a doctor can advise you to be on antiviral infections to prevent an outbreak at that crucial stage. If you have an active outbreak, you should avoid going in for a vaginal delivery and rather a cesarean delivery would be the best option. This would prevent transmitting the virus to your baby. A neonatologist should also be informed if you had a genital herpes so that a prophylactic antiviral therapy can be initiated. Genital herpes and infertility. From a large data research, it has been seen that genital herpes does not lead to female infertility. Males can potentially have low sperm count, but couples generally don't face any infertility issues and conceives normally. How to prevent the spread of this infection? This is important. Though it might be very challenging for you, but I think if you know or you discover you have genital herpes, you should disclose this to your partner. Ideally, the partner should also be tested. Best is if you can be in a monogamous relationship. It's a myth that only if you have active lesions that you can transmit the infections. It's not so. So, practicing safe sex is very important. If you are having an active outbreak, you should avoid all skin-to-skin contact and any kind of physical intimacy. Sharing one's toothbrushes, towels and lipsticks can also prevent infection. When you are having active lesions, practicing good hand hygiene as well as thorough cleaning of your utensils and other utility items will also prevent and spreading the infection. Condoms are useful but not 100% effective because skin lesions in other areas might lead to transmission of infection to the other person. Blaming your partner if you contract a genital herpes is not right. Sometimes the partner might not even be aware that he is carrying genital herpes virus. And it doesn't always mean that he is or she is promiscuous. It could be just one sexual encounter years back which might have led to this problem. In the end, I would like that you can be distressed, concerned, but you shouldn't be ashamed if you have genital herpes. You are not alone. There are millions worldwide who are afflicted with this condition. If you have any doubt or are experiencing any symptoms, please do consult a doctor for proper advice, care and preventing to spread this infection to others. Thank you so much.